Basement level vibes with another one, straight up blackness. Aye. Who tell the truth? Mark Benskop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskop, straight up from the root. Mark Benskop, who tell the truth? Mark Benskop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskop, straight up from the root. Mark Benskop, I do it for the love, him not do it for no money. Straight up, him attack, educating everybody. Big up my friends and big up my family. Turn on the radio, catch the vibes, it's integrity. Straight up, Benskop stands for unity. One people, one nation, one destiny. Free up the truth in the air, even the blind can see. The deaf can hear, the dumb can talk, the cripple can walk. Boom. Who tell the truth? Mark Benskop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskop, straight up from the root. Mark Benskop, who tell the truth? Mark Benskop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskop, straight up from the root. Mark Benskop, we have to gather wrong, grab a seat and sit down, pay attention. Education, liberation, we have to stand strong. Benskop, on the radio, lively up the program. Everybody call somebody and let them turn and tune and on the radio and catch the boom song. We boom it up already, we have to boom it up again. Expose and reveal him. Who tell the truth? Mark Benskop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskop.
Yeah, my name is Jacinty Caldata from City, Vietnam, and since 1965 I become a voter, and I always place my ex next to the cop, and what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data.
Oh, Jesus Christ, if cost of living double, I don't know what happened. A pound of sugar is $300 already. Flour, everything gone up. Everything just raising. You gotta get about $40,000 for buy good ration. You gotta get 3 man now. A weekend man, a monthly man, and a fortnight man.
How we gonna do a body man walk right now? You ready? Boxer, let me go now. Hear me sing now. Body walk, body walk, body walk, everything. Body walk, jump, body walk, body walk, body walk, everything. Body, me say, body jump, body jump, body jump, everything. Body jump, body jump, body jump, body jump, everything. Hear me sing, so big body jump, wearing tight pants, big body jump.
All right, hey, guess what? I just got to apologize. Some of you don't like that song. Some of you ask me what exactly is it that that guy is dancing to. I don't know. I'm not going to sing that song. All I'm hearing is something about right. Man. I don't know. Don't call me. Don't ask me anything how to interpret that song for you. I don't know it. Again, all I'm seeing that guy is dancing is something about the feather. Sorry about that, guys. You can just imagine how I was like a little boy in the quarantine, right? Good night to all of you. Tonight, all of you, every single one of you, I'm going to swear you in. You'll become commissioners of this program, straight up. Gully God is a commissioner of right here and straight up. Brennan Thompson is a commissioner. All of you guys are commissioners tonight because all of you, every single one of you, you're qualified. Everyone. And when we're done, we're going to go over and we're going to appoint some of you, finally appoint some of you Chief Justice, Chancellor of the Judiciary, or hey, yes, wait a minute. We're not gonna appoint anything. We're not. That's according. It doesn't serve any. There's no value in that, right? There's more value in appointing a commissioner of police, a commissioner of police who can bend over. Sorry, yeah, a commissioner of police who can do the biddings of a corrupt regime, a corrupt government. And that's exactly what is happening here. So they get a chicken, they catch a chicken, and they bust the chicken back, and that's it. And so Hicken has been appointed. It's nothing new. It's nothing surprising at all, at least not to all of us here on 107.1 FM. It was there. It was, as we say in Guyana, it was bound to happen. But as the people of Weldad and Belladrum, they say bound to happen. It bound to happen because we take off the H from happen and the H we dash it over by Hicken. H for Hicken, not for happen. It bound to happen. We knew it was going to happen. So I don't know why some people putting on social media breaking news. What is so breaking about that? What is so breaking about that news? It was bound to happen. Hicken and his friend Azradin, those guys that were sanctioned by U.S. Oh gosh, they're still around, right? Yeah. And so Hicken, it's nothing new. Hicken did a lot of work, and some people are of the view that Hicken walked free money. He walked free put a promotion past the age of retirement. Already past the age of retirement. I'm not sure. Some folks are saying that Hicken, no other commissioner of police past the age of retirement. I think. I think. I think we all. Was it maybe Paul Slow? I saw Wesley Ward is saying Paul Slow said it was going to. Well, come on. Paul Slow is a professor. We respect him, and good night to Mr. Paul Slow. But we all knew that it was going to happen. We saw it. The writing was on the wall. The writing. So Professor Paul Slow, yes, he said it was going to happen. Others said it was going to. Some of you right here said it was going to happen. We all knew. So all of us going to take credit because we all knew. Because we can read the PACUs in the PPP regime. We can just read the number one PACU. And you guys know who that number one PACU is, right? Yeah, so we all, and mind you, I'm not taking away anything from anybody when I said that, no, Paul Slow has been there. He served 30-something years, the Guyana Police Force. And so, yes, he knew that it was going to happen. We all knew that it was going to happen. It was just a matter of time. But what we want to know is when they're going to appoint the Chancellor of the Judiciary. I'm not too bothered about the Chief Justice. Something about the Chief Justice. I'm not too bothered about the Chief Justice. Nothing personal, mind, yeah? But I'm not too bothered about that. But what the PPP is doing, they're setting themselves up for once they get out of office, they're kicked through the ballots, mind you. Through the ballots. Once they're kicked out of office, they're surrounding the government, the next government. Just like what happened under the coalition, they surrounded the coalition. They had for 20-something years they were in there. And so they put their people in almost every area. Dum, dum, dum. They surrounded the police force. They stymied the process in investigations, murders, assassinations. All these things, they stymied the process. And they're about to do it again with some PACUs that they have promoted. And I do repeat, some PACUs that they have promoted. And you know some of those PACUs. We all know some of those PACUs. And so look at this here. Look at this. The guy that's holding that chair, I wonder if he's the guy that spoke in a video. I don't know. Guyana's gone to the dogs. I'm not going to lie, guys. Guyana has gone to the dogs. Somebody said Hicken and some car parts and was a mechanic. I don't know what's going on. I mean, you can be a mechanic, you can be anything, and then turn out to be something. It's not that mechanics aren't somebody. Mechanics are some brilliant mechanics. And some of the best mechanics never went to school, never attended school. So I'm not knocking mechanics. I'm certainly not doing that at all. All right. Hey, it's Thursday. Just a couple of days before Christmas. I don't know what your plans are, but my plan is to work throughout. Just work. That's it. Work throughout. And then come back here and report to you guys as well. Work, work, work. I don't know. I always, because of the kids, I feel a Christmas spirit because they have their Christmas list that Santa has to. Santa, don't tell anybody. So Santa Claus delivered an early Christmas for Hicken. Early Christmas for Hicken. And this is my take on Hicken's appointment. Hicken, and this is putting, Hicken has always, been respectful to me. Putting that aside, I'm of the view that Hicken should not, under the circumstances, should not have been appointed. Story done. He should not have been appointed. These people, these Pacus in the PPP regime are twisting, they're trampling upon the Constitution of Guyana. The PPP folks have no respect for the rule of law. And it's got to stop at some point in time. It has got to stop. Hicken is not deserving of this appointment. But then again, when we look at the likes of a Henry Green was actually charged for raping a young lady from Victoria Village. Not allegedly or whatever. He was charged for raping. He rushed to the High Court to quash it, to challenge the DPP's decision to have him charged. And at that time, Henry Green was acting commissioner of police, acting. The U.S. Embassy and others said, look, wait a minute. We're not comfortable if you promote that guy. And guess what Jacques Diao did? They went right ahead and they promoted Henry Green, even though the first commissioner in the history, probably, I don't know where else in the world, who was charged with rape, R-A-P-E, and he became the substantive commissioner of police, Henry Green. Well, after he retired, it was all a benefit package, give them their benefits, and that's what it's about. It's not about service to the people. It's not about the rule of law. It's not to protect and serve. Their mission, Hicken's mission and so forth, is to protect and serve. Protect and serve. Massa. And that massa is this Paku, Muhammad Irfan Ali. This is another sad day for Guyana. There's no justice, there's no decency in that country under the PPP regime, none whatsoever. They get up, they say what they like, do what they like, and all manner of things. And then they attempt to paint this picture as though it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's not a good thing. It's a very bad thing for Guyana. And these Pacus in the PPP, the sooner they go, the better. Candy Nalini Inderjeet is saying Hicken is licking. You're probably onto something that we don't know. All right. Hey, guess what? Before we move on, somebody has been pardoned. They've been misbehaving, all manner of dotishness. And so you guys know who went in straight into straight up jail, because we have a jail we're building jails now, all right? And the minute some of them misbehave, they're going to get warnings and so forth. And if they don't listen, they will go straight up jail. And so Dennis Atwell spent a couple of days in straight up jail, right here on Straight Up. Dennis Atwell was placed in jail, straight up jail. And so as a result of the spirit, the holiday spirit, and the good mood that we're in, and some of you have been asking for him to be pardoned, we have decided to issue a pardon to Dennis Atwell. So tell Dennis Atwell he has been pardoned. He's free to return to the page, but he has to follow the rules. If he overstep his boundaries, he will be put back into jail. But this time, it will be forever. I'm talking about straight up jail. So tag him and let him know he's back and he has to follow the rules right here on 107.1 FM. So everybody's pardoning. Everybody's pardoning now. These are good pardons, you know. This is not a pardon me, right? These are good pardons because, you know, they got some pakus who do not understand the meaning of pardons. And so they just pardon. Oh, they just pardon. You know, we know of a particular paku there in Guyana. All right, so tag Dennis Atwell. Tell him he has to behave. This is not a platform where if you want to promote candidates, you got to pay for ads. Not every minute you're distracting people. So yes, Dennis Atwell from the AFC has been pardoned. He's out of jail. He's out of straight up jail. So call him and let him know. If he comes back, he comes back. If it bum strays and he want to be vexed, well, so be it. What else we can talk about? Well, you know, not so long ago, the PVP. Take a look at this thing. I know y'all recognize this thing. How many of you recognize this thing? How many of you recognize this thing? Let's go, guys. Somebody in the audience should recognize this thing. And there's a reason why I'm asking you guys if you recognize this thing. By the way, there was another person who was placed in jail, straight up jail, accidentally. That person was released. I believe it's some person by the name of Ali Cock or something like that. If she's watching, we apologize for that. So how many of you guys recognize this thing? Well, you know, this thing here is really, as they would say on some other programs, dirty, rank. And these are the kind of convicts, criminals who are part of the regime, the PPP regime in Guyana. So this here, as soon as he realized, Irfan Ali announced $35,000 for every person living with disabilities. Every person in Guyana living with disabilities. This is what Kwame McCoy did. He WhatsApped his photograph to Irfan Ali. So in other words, what he's looking to get is $35,000 for persons living with disabilities. And so Kwame McCoy is now saying that he is entitled, that he, of course, he has lots of disabilities. We already know that, intellectual disabilities, mental, all sorts of disabilities he has. And so he wants this $35,000. But here's what these pakus do. They sit at the office of the president, wherever it is, contaminating the entire place, which means the next government will have to clean, detergent, all sorts of things. Clean that entire office of the president, the office of the prime minister, the ministries, all of them got to, it's contaminated. And so this is what they do. They sit and they get taxpayers' dollars and all sorts of notishness they did. Look what they did to me. As though I'm going to cry, right? This is what these pakus, Kwamisha, and the convicts they did. They said this is Stabrook News. They put scandal on live TV. Breaking news. Come on, guys. Mark Benchop didn't know the camera was recording. Is this the end of his career? All manner of things. Now y'all know that is not me, man. Oh, y'all look at them police uniforms. That's not even Guyana police uniform. But yet this is Stabrook News. And I'm sure that is Irfan. And that's not even a Guyana flag. That's how silly these people are. They want to do propaganda, but they don't know how to do propaganda. And poor me, the tech probably is Irfan or one of them in handcuffs there, and they put on my head, look a story here. Look at what they're doing. I don't even dress like that. right? And that is what they do with taxpayers' monies. That is what Kwamisha they do. Kwamisha was deported from a small island for allegations of prostitution. Go into Tortolia, it is, and prostituting, according to report. Prostituting, going in the small island and selling himself, according to the reports. They deported him, they banned him, they said, get out of here. We don't want you. And these are the kind of people who are in government. These are the kind of people. Nasty, dirty, rank, evil. That is what they're about. Evilness. Now, enough of her. Enough of her. We've heard enough of, All right, so it's Thursday. What else is happening, guys? What else is happening? What are they gonna do, man? They want to put lipstick on me, they put wig on me, all kind of thing. They see an image of themselves, and that is how they think. They don't. It's proper. What they think they're doing? They can talk from now till thy kingdom come. We are not going to back them from them. We, whether it is on this show, whether it's other shows, I hope the others don't back down on these criminals in the PPP regime, because that's what they are, criminals. Now, last night, you guys were trying to actually understand exactly what it is that Irfan Ali was trying to say. Nobody, to this day, nobody knows what Irfan Ali was trying to say. Any of you who watched, and of course, Dr. Vincent Adams, the right Vincent, to take them on. Dr. Vincent Adams had a strenuous time last night keeping up and trying to understand what this Paku was trying to say. To this day, he cannot develop. This guy, Irfan Ali, was not able to develop, develop, right? His point. Did you guys get anything? What he was trying to say? I'm sure you guys got nothing, right? Absolutely nothing. Listen, like Wayne Caesar would say, listen, right?
A no confidence motion was passed by the National Assembly. On the 3rd of January 2019, after.
Okay, that's a good position for him. It's a good position for him. Nobody understood what he was trying to say. I didn't. You guys didn't. Anybody here understand exactly what it is he is trying to say? Nobody knows. However, in order to be fair to Irfan Ali, there is someone out there who has the capacity to interpret and understand Irfan Ali. So I wish to ask this person to just step on stage and interpret what sorry, I sound like somebody else said what. What the heck Irfan Ali was trying to say? Anybody?
Motion was passed of December 2018. Let's go to the Constitution.
Let's go to the Constitution. These Pakus want to go to the Constitution when it suits their purpose. And when when they want to go to the Constitution to do something conning or conning you guys, then they rip the Constitution apart. So whatever Irfan Ali was trying to say there, none of us understand. Absolutely none. Any one of you out there, have you gotten the message what Irfan Ali was saying? Somebody's saying he's a thug. He's not a thug. He's a pussycat. That's what he is, a pussycat. So we found somebody to interpret what, let's go back to Irfan Ali here now.
Of the Constitution is clear about the consequences of an NCM that was fatally flawed. Now let us look. We'd like to speak about governance and transparency. Let us look at the NRF Act.
All right. I don't know what he's saying, but let us have a proper interpretation. And this is with all fairness. Whenever you guys go somewhere, sometimes you see an interpreter, whatever. Well, we do have an interpreter. Can our operator bring on this person to interpret what Irfan Ali just said there, please?
Em. Ông hiểu. Em.
Again, can we get a better understanding what Irfan Ali said there at that so-called early morning trash? Let's get the interpreter, the translator, please.
Em. Ông hiểu. Em.
That's exactly what it is. Let's hear it again. This sums up everything Irfan Ali said yesterday morning. Every single thing this sums up.
Em. Ông hiểu.
Em. Right? That's exactly what he said. Irfan Ali, you guys finally understand exactly what Irfan said. And it took this individual to sum everything up for you guys. Let's go back again.
Em. Ông hiểu. Em.
I'm sorry about that, guys. Right? And so these guys in the PPP, they're pakus. Absolutely. All right. What else is it that we can talk about? Nana upe upe. Right? Nana upe upe. This one here suddenly want invalid money, disabilities, pakus, set of criminals them. Meanwhile, this is what is happening. Look at South. Look at this area. People are. I know some of you recognize this area, right? You recognize this area. This is what they call development. For 23 years, they have destroyed Guyana. They have done nothing for 23 years. And then they want to, other than corruption and murders and drugs and death squads. That is their legacy for the 23 years. They're back now from 2020, August 2nd, 2020. They're back to their old tricks. Now, let me ask you guys this here, please. I wish to ask you guys this. What do you think? Look at the condition. Then Irfan Ali, Jack Dio, and these pakus in the PPP, they like to talk about development and that Guyana is being developed. If Guyana is being developed now, according to them, what the heck they were doing for 23 years? Why didn't they develop Guyana? This is an oil-rich country. And look at the post that they're putting up there. This is what is happening. You guys can tell me what area this is, right? You guys can tell me what area this is. Good. So look at how those posts are bracing other posts. The post bracing another post is like you go in a dance and you just brace up at the bar. That's what's happening there. Look at the condition. This is a holiday season for folks who are preparing to celebrate. Who are preparing to celebrate the Christmas season. And this is what is happening, guys. Can you believe it? Well, you're seeing the evidence. This is what is happening in Guyana. Take a look. Take a look. Christmas time. Christmas season. Damage people's properties. Damage this is as Jack Day would pronounce it, Aubrey Barker, right? Aubrey Barker Road. This is what it is. This is what the people have to go through as a result of punishment by the PPP regime. There's nothing to fix it. They're not going in there to compensate people. Lost businesses, money, all manner of things. They're not going to compensate people. And so Jagdeo at his so-called press conference, somebody said blackout and blackout. Yeah, we notice when there's blackout, we are experiencing that at the studio as well. Blackout right now. O'Neillius O'Neill. Some people get some name, O'Neillius, right? Blackout right now. So we know what is happening. Blackout right now, guys. And that is what they call development in Guyana. There's no plan, there's no structure, there's nothing. Just corruption upon corruption upon corruption. Every single day, that is what's happening in Guyana. Every single day, guys. And those who are currently experiencing blackout on the East Coast, the entire East Coast, I don't know what's happening. Lyndon Gill says animal farm. It's not animal farm, this is pig farm. Pig farm. Y'all want to know exactly what's happening in Guyana? Look, this is what's happening in Guyana, guys.
Nung em. Ông hiểu. Nung em.
That is what's happening. That is how they're running Guyana. There's nothing other than corruption. Every single day is corruption. Every single day, guys. Every single day. Simone Jessamy saying they need to talk compensation, not just throwing blame around. People had losses in the thousands. Others get compensated bigly, right? Yeah. Others, Simone, get compensated bigly, but not in Guyana. It's just the blame game they play. That is all, the blame game. And so Jagdeo at his press conference, or so-called press conference, want to make it appear that he cares. That is the contract. That is this. That is. What about compensation for the people? They don't care about compensation. They don't care about certain folks, especially, y'all know the majority of people in that area, who they are, the ethnicity. The same like in Linden. Maybe that's why they don't compensate. They just pretend as though, oh, we got to look in, and that's it. No compensation packages. Nothing for the people of South. Nothing for the people of Linden. That is how these PACUs in the PPP operate. But then again, maybe if the people start taking to the streets, maybe if they start shutting down the street. I repeat, if they start shutting down, this is a language the PPP doesn't like, you know. They do not like when you threaten protests, when you threaten to shut down the country. Not shut down. When you threaten to shut down the country, make the country ungovernable, make them uncomfortable in a peaceful way. For the new year, for 2025, you guys gotta wake up. Seriously, you gotta wake up, and you gotta punish the PPP by any legal means necessary. Protest action is the way forward. It's the only language dictators understand. It's the only time they listen. You can't punk out. You don't want leaders to punk you out or take the soft spot and thinking some fairy godmother or godfather gonna just heist you up and put you in the seat of the office of the president. You gotta fight for that. If you want something, you gotta fight for it. A lot of people talking about Trump. Trump fought for what he got, maybe other stuff, but he did that. Stood up and blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. You know, that's politics. You got to stand up. You got to fight. You can't try to play this nice boy politics. It doesn't work. Try to curl up your tongue all the time. And these politicians in Guyana who basically want to talk and curl up the tongue, you could tell that those are the politicians when they were little boys and probably little girls. All they ate was corn kernels. So they're having this deja vu moment and feel that when they speak to you at their press conference, they got corn kernels. Enough of the corn curl politics. Enough of the corn curls talking. Time for action. And if in 2025 they can't have action from the opposition, too many sound bites and press conferences and press releases and so forth and so on. The current leadership of the opposition complained about that. They complained too many. The previous opposition leader, oh, they say he was writing too much, that he was talking too much, and that they're going to go in Yalu who are talking about, right? All the way, me talking about nobody in South, I talk about all the way north, right? No, right? Oh, they're going to do this. This got to go. That got to go. This got to go. That got to go. This got to go. Hello, hello. Oh, take off the tie and take off the short jacket and type. And enough of you out there say, yeah, bye. Type of bacchanal. Claudette Singh gonna go. This body gonna go. And now all we hearing, nobody in go, But all we hearing is bingo, right? Bingo at Congress Place, bingo. People don't want bingo. People want them people to go. Claudette Singh must go. This other body must go. And now you sit down and nobody going. Now, I don't mind bingo, I just came back from bingo. Emma loves bingo. I don't have any problem with bingo. But now it's not time for bingo. Now it's time for Claudette Singh must go. The PPP must go. But we cannot just say they are going to go without any action. There must be action. To sit and tell your supporters, this body got to go, this body got to go, that body got to go. And then you done talk, mic, light, camera, action, and it's done. And then guess what? Back to square one. You come back the next week. It doesn't work like that. The street is the only way forward to make the PPP tremble. They hate the streets. And I know some of them in there going to say, Ben Chapman don't come back. Why Ben Chapman don't come back? And blah, 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 and Ben Chapman, blah, blah, blah. Some of them must have cried. They must have cussing me right now. They must have cussing me right now. But that's okay. I'm accustomed to them cussing me. When they cussing me, I just say, okay, just throw on my wig, my lipstick, and I falls. Right? So let them cuss for telling the truth, for saying what needs to be done. And so for 2025, this soft boy politics got to stop. This soft boy politics got to stop. Time for action. Time to make the PPP ungovernable. Time to tell the PPP that they're illegal, that they're squatting, and they've got to pack their bags and go. Now you tell me this. What I'm saying, that for 2025, y'all have to make the PPP, the opposition, they have to make the PPP ungovernable. Is that a crime? No, it's not a crime. It's your constitutional right that when things are not going right for the country, when there's a breakdown in the rule of law in terms of how corrupt the PPP is, and they have forced senior members of the Guyana police force to be equally corrupt, then there's a breakdown in the rule of law. And you have every right as citizens to stand up and say enough is enough. That's all. Now, Jack Deere said it, didn't he?
Right across Guyana, when the ministers of Granger or Nagamutu come here after the 21st of March, you say to them, walk behind them, chase them out, they're going to be illegal. Say to them, you're illegal. Free up the country, you're undemocratic. They're going to face a different situation right.
They're going to face a different situation right across the country. Same words directed at them. The PPP ought to face a different situation right across the country. It's time to make them ungovernable. Time to make them uncomfortable. Lots and lots of wrong things happening in that country. And the opposition isn't fighting enough. The leadership of the opposition isn't fighting enough. It is as though they don't have the energy to confront the corrupt PPP regime. but yet they have the energy to confront those within. Fight and abuse. Use that energy to fight and abuse and go after the PPP regime. And you know, when you tell them they get vexed, their bumps raised, but that's okay. I'm accustomed to their bumps being raised. Now, Hicken's appointment is nothing new. It was right there. And so what we're getting from these guys in the opposition now is basically reactionary politicking. That is what it's about. Something happened, something happens now, they react now, regurgitate. We are tired of the reactionary politic or the politicians. We are tired of that. Be proactive. Go after the PPP. Keep them busy. Go after them. Don't go after. Right now, the opposition is helter-skelter. You don't see some of them MPs. You don't see some of them, hey, this body talking, this body name, this body fighting, this body down. Is so y'all expect to win an elections? That's how you guys expect to be strong in confronting a weak government? You cannot be as weak as you are in the opposition right now and expect to confront a weak installed government. It's like two weak persons are going after each other and they're fighting and they're both tired. They're both tired, looking for some wild shot, like Tyson and that guy on that setup fight. You can't make it. You can't make it if you continue like that. And so after the appointment today of Hicken, the leader of the opposition spoke. This is what he said.
I think it is unlawful. In the first place, when the president wrote me, I indicated to him that the entire leadership of the police force, or most of the people in the leadership of the Guyana police force, should be under investigation. And I urged him to investigate the corruption in the police force. That he would have proceeded to appoint Hicken is indicative of the fact that they are complicit in the corruption. Because here are people, there are serious allegations of corruption against them, and you're confirming them. What you're doing, therefore, is to say to the Guyanese people, look, I'm comfortable with corruption in the Guyana police force. Also, the police force at this point of time is manifestly incompetent. It's some in the leadership. And to appoint him and then to go on as if they are competent is also an indication that the government needs incompetent people. They need people who are compromised, which they can therefore hold over them to achieve their objective. We have long said.
It's like I don't know what else to say to you guys. Honestly, I don't, Bantu King and others, I don't know what else to say to you. It's just like, I'll be right back.
Yeah, my name is Jacinti Caldata Francis Vietnam, and since 1965 I become a voter, and I always place my X next to the cup. And what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data. I have none.
You've got to fight. Talking is not fighting. Press conferences every week with the same thing, same people, same short jack, same shoes. It's not going to work. Competent people need to be in place. Whether the press conferences for the opposition got to get some live. Got to get some energy. Got to be able to inspire people, motivate people. Not like a press conference you go on, is like you sit down in a Jehovah's Witness church. I shouldn't be saying that, but Jehovah's Witnesses church, I've been a Jehovah's Witness since a small boy, but so I know what I'm talking. You go in and it's just quiet and there's really no action. But we need the opposition to be like a clapan. Or you go and you look around in the masjid and the people, they're loud, and then the clapan churches and these things, and then some of the temples you walk and you're hearing stuff. That is how we need the opposition to be. Just like some of them churches, you clap and you walk around and you hear, oh, you get the drums and all kind of thing. Panang, go tell my enemy, I am under the rock. The rock is, come on. You know, you can do that. Every single time, every single press conference is the same thing. They get some soca or reggae or whatever, attire, the same thing over and over. I know some of you in the audience singing, because that's how I feel about the opposition and their press conference and their press release. Oh, well, I think about the economy, I think. And then Ganesh step in, well, you know, man, the PPP got to know. In order for Guyana to grow, the PPP got to go. We now know that. Ganesh, we all know that. We know that, Ganesh. And all of them at the press conference, we know that. In order for the PPP to go, the MPs have to act some more. They got to hit the streets. Hitting the streets is the only solution in making the PPP tremble. Right after Hicken was appointed, boom, the opposition leader. The police corrupt. We know that. Mr. Norton, we're well aware of that. People know the corruption. People know what we're dealing with, or what they're dealing with in Guyana. The question is, what are you guys doing? Other than just issue a quick press release. People don't read them long things anymore. You know, when you get people's attention, it's action. Action. And it's time those politicians in the opposition grow some balls. Stop being pussycats. And stop looking out for yourselves and just position. Just imagine yesterday in Parliament, but as Jagger said, Parliament, dealing with an issue that is obviously racist in going after people's ancestral lands. And he'll try to explain it that, oh, they went into a particular area and 50% of the land that they took away from people are persons of East Indian descent. Okay. That is different from ancestral lands. Taking away a piece of land or a house lot and compensating them 10 and 20 times more than the value, but yet you want to go to Auntie, what's her name? Auntie Shant. You know the lady from the Harbor Bridge side, right? Yeah. You want to give her peanuts, but you're going to others and give them the entire shop and the entire case of peanuts. But the lady, because of her ethnicity, you want to give she peanuts. And then to equate that now, compensating people with little house lots and houses and so with people's ancestral lands. That's the issue. And that is what they are going after. Don't let them paku you. And so yesterday in Parliament, by the way, I feel that it is my view that Parliament should have been boycotted. But they don't want to do that. They want to play nice boy and nice girl politics, thinking that it's going to get them somewhere. It wouldn't. Thank you, Annette Cummings. Vashti. Thinking that it's going to get them somewhere. It is not going to get them anywhere. The nice boy politics. Oh, they just want to go in Parliament, put on a little suit. Some of them shot big, go in there and talk, read from some script. And then they're okay. That is their form of representation for you, the people. But I wouldn't accept that. Representation sometimes is outside of Parliament. in the streets. Who is it? Junior Gong? In the streets, right? Or something like that. In the streets. That's where Parliament needs to be right now. And then while they're arguing and they're debating a racist bill, yeah, good friend, was his birthday yesterday. What's his name, man? That MP was his birthday yesterday. Christopher Jones' birthday. By the way, Chris, belated birthday greetings to you. Nothing personal. But you can't, in the middle of a struggle, in the middle of a fight, that the PPP is about to pass a bill to discriminate mostly or mainly against people who look like you, Christopher Jones. A racist bill, a discriminatory bill, like the land acquisition bill. Racist, discriminatory, and unconstitutional. But while all of that is going on, the speaker, clung the name of whatever his name is, doesn't ring a bell right now, right? Says that he's going to return and he will ring the bell. The first bell rings, and then the second bell, I don't know if he borrowed Shara Duncan's bell, but whilst y'all waiting for this bell to ring so that the PPP could take y'all and y'all supporters to the slaughterhouse, y'all in there cutting cake. Cutting cake and singing, "Happy birthday to Chris. Happy birthday to Chris. Happy birthday to Chris Jones." Yeah, Manzoor Nadir. Thank you, Patricia. Happy birthday to Chris. Smiling and hugging them while they're waiting for joke y'all up with that land acquisition bill. Joke y'all up. Right? Happy birthday, Chris Jones. And then they get the ministry, the Minister of Housing. She walked over. Yes, she walked over and cut the cake and stuff it in Chris Jones' mouth. And then when they got back into Parliament, all the PPP people voted in favor of the land acquisition bill. And Christopher Jones walked out of there cleaning his teeth. A piece of cake still there stuck up between his teeth. Them. Cleaning his teeth. Cleaning. Yeah, gone. Bill passed. Birthday celebrated. And they all happy. And the people out there are left to suffer. It's not representation. And so I say this not meaning anything personal against Chris Jones. He's my brother. But that was a bad move. You cannot go in there, whether it's Parliament, tell them now is not time for celebration. Now is not time for cake. Do that at Congress Place, do that at home. Not in Parliament right now. Now is not time for that. Now it's time for serious business. And that was a bad move. So you can't go out there blaming and saying the PPP, oh, the PPP celebrating and the people punishing. But those MPs in the opposition cannot do the same. Hide and eat your cake, Chris Jones. Hide and eat your cake. Or eat your cake at Congress Place. Eat your cake at Congress Place. Don't go and eat no cake with those people. I don't care what it is. Whether it's chocolate cake, strawberry cake, or sugar cake. Now it's not time to eat the cake with them. Some of them going to get vexed with me, and Carl Miller is correct. The optics. It is the optics, Brenda Braithwaite. The optics, guys. The optics. Oh, Father. Oh. Something else I wanted to talk to you guys about before I go. Something else I wanted. Oh, well, y'all know this guy get suspended thing. Yeah, suspended. All right, good. Both of them gone. And then there's this guy who is has been murdered, and accusations leveled against him in terms of sexual molestation. I don't know what it is, but it's a big thing. It's a big thing. It's a big thing. And these child care agencies and these police and all, they have been covering up a lot of things, a lot of allegations like that, molestation, sexual molestation of little boys, little girls in Guyana. Some big ones in government are accused of the same thing too. So I don't know. Y'all got to pray. Y'all got to pray, pray for Guyana. Reverend Greenidge and his wife, they have a program every morning now, right here, from 5 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. You guys can listen. Time to pray for Guyana, pray for all over. Pray. All right. What else? What else, you guys? Somebody says, "Oh, Brutus." Brutus. We're getting like Shakespeare now, right? Brutus. What y'all want me to talk about Brutus? Now, I don't believe the police version of Brutus. I don't believe the Ministry of Home Affairs version, because the Ministry of Home Affairs got something personal against Brutus. The permanent secretary and so forth, remember they blocked him from leaving. Maybe they know why. But if common sense, guys, common sense, Gary Greenidge, right? And all of you, Annette Cummings and Joycelyn Leon, Denise Baird, Johnson, and oops, Diddy friend Johnson is watching us, and Bantu King and all others, Lyndon Elliott. Some of you say I don't even call y'all names, and okay, y'all know who y'all are. Now, if Brutus wants to leave the country, anybody, not just Brutus, do you think they are going to jump on a plane? Sorry, I'm saying it as raw as that. Jump on a plane in broad daylight at Ogle Airport. Jump on a plane and fly out into the interior. Isn't that bringing attention to yourself? If you want to beat out, if you want to get away. So something isn't adding up. They're trying to set the stage so that when Brutus returns to court or something like that, they will argue so that bail can be refused, and they'll say to the magistrate that Brutus is a flight risk. What they want to do, Jack Dale and others, they want to punish Brutus for some sort of crime that we don't yet know, some sort of crime that he committed that we don't know as yet. Remember, Jack Dale denied him the sandpit operation, right? The business. Publicly, Jack Dale said, no. Right there, red flags. Something wrong. Something went wrong right there and then. I don't know if many of y'all didn't read between the lines there. Something went wrong. I don't know. But so the headline now, Brutus attempted to leave the country, and Brutus this. I don't believe that. A man wants to leave the country, wants to beat out, is going to jump on a plane at Ogle, where they have immigration officers, they have police officers, they have government talk namers, and all these sort of things. And then he's going to book a flight. He's going to jump on a plane to beat out. It doesn't add up. It's a making sense. PPP, it's not making sense. Y'all make it make sense. There's more to it. And they want Hickens dead. Not Hickens. They want Brutus dead. Don't be surprised. They want Brutus dead. Brutus has to be very careful. He has to be very careful. They want him dead. And, how many of you remember the story of Vic Puran? Y'all know who Vic Puran was, right? A prominent liar. Prominent liar. And so he was driving one evening, and he tried to step on his brakes. His brakes wasn't working. His car ended up in a trench, and that was the end of Vic Puran. That was the end of Vic Puran. Y'all keep an eye out for Brutus. The PPP wants Brutus dead. I'll leave on that note. I'm out of here. Out of here. Opposition, y'all got to do more. Y'all energy low, 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 low. And I really do mean y'all energy low, low. Y'all energy low, low. Y'all got to do more. Stand up and fight. Some might suck that, yeah, man, chap only talking. No. Go out and fight. I'm out of here, guys. God bless you all. I'll be back tomorrow. Same place, same time. Right here on 107.1 FM. God bless you all. In case you missed it, we found somebody that is willing and capable to interpret what April Ali said. And what Jack Dave usually say every Thursday at that so-called press conference. We got somebody to interpret them.
It's true, the parliament. And let me show you the fatal flaws. Just a few examples. On governance, the act demonstrated weak provisions on governance. What the act, remember the 18.
em. Ông hiểu. em.
There and fabricate that. Unless you say who the person is, I can't comment on anonymous people.
Okay, well, let's talk about specific individuals. What is your relationship with Mr. Su Jurong?
Su. Oh, Su.
em. Ông hiểu. em.
And you're telling people progress. Cost of living gone up 100%, yet you give public servant less. Mr. President, listen to the people. Search your soul and you will confess. And while you try surviving on the public base, then you're gonna know but stress. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up, the people fed up. You're hiding corruption inside the cup, look how we go set up. The people fed up.
How we gonna do a body man walk right now? You ready? So let me go now. Hear me sing now. Go the walk. Go the walk. Go the walk.
Oh, Jesus Christ. If cost of living double, I don't know what happened. A pound of sugar is $300 already. Flour, everything gone up. Everything just raising. You gotta get about $40,000 for buy good ration. You gotta get 3 man now. A weekend man, a monthly man, and a fortnight man.
Yeah, my name is Jacinti Caldata from City, Vietnam, and since 1965 I become a voter, and I always place my ex next to the cup, and what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more.